Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent administrator with Stampin' Up, and today it's all about succulent. It's in the occasion catalog. It is on page 21. Let me remove this one here. I'm using just the framelets. I will not use the stamp set, but just the framelets. And I got many tips on this. This one here was done by Diane, one of my teammates. And if you see, all the flowers are different color, but all sponge with the same color. So like this one was Melon Mambo. This one here was Tangerine Tingo. This one was Wild Wasabi. This one here was Soft Sway. This one was, I think this one was Calypso Coral. Yeah, Calypso. This one was Pear Pizzazz, Wild Wasabi. And over here it's Sweet Sugar Plum. All of them, all the same color. The long one, this is plastic that she bought at a store. And the one that fall down too. So and I'm telling you, this video is going to be full of tips, and I will show you how to do the flowers and how to do a cactus at the same time. This one here that I done a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, because time flies, I use the kit. I didn't have time to do all the cutting, so I used the kit. I thought the kit, here we go. The kit is on the following page there. Let me move this so you can see. So the kit is on page 22. And I didn't have time to cut, so I had the kit. I will use the tree for something else. And I used those flowers. It was already pre-cut. So that's a possibility if you don't want to invest in the framelit stamp set, or maybe the framelits, you can use the kit. The only thing that you're limited on how many flowers you're going to make, and you don't have the tiny one that I'm going to put inside. You see, this is the smallest one on the inside, so you don't have the little add-on there. So let's get started. This here was all done in different color. That was eggplant on Wild Wasabi, Garden Green, and this was on, this was Sarah Sand. So let's get started. Okay, first thing that you want to do, I kept this right here. Just show you, and I will have a picture of that on my blog. So right above you see the eye. If you click on that, you're going to have this picture here. And this is it's exactly half a sheet of cardstock, and you can have 2 full set on half a sheet. So you see it's 6 of the flowers, and the way that I place it, you see, let me move this, you're going to see I got exactly the place for this much more. So that's what I did to cut 2 of the Sweet Sugar Plum. You see, I got exactly 2 sets of the flowers. So that's a way that you can do it and save on cardstock, so you don't need all of them. This is my chair here. I switch where I'm doing video to see how it works. So first thing we're going to do, I pre-cut all of them because I wanted to save on the time. Well, one thing that I forgot my toothpick. So we're going to make it work the way it is. What you're going to do, maybe I get some over here. Oh, I got one at least. Well, one's going to be better than nothing. So we're going to start with the sponging. And if you see my hand, I've been doing flowers all morning. So I'm going to do in the, what it's called, Wild Wasabi. So all the color we're going to be using, different color cardstock, we still use this. Oh, this should be this way. So we're starting with all olive, and then it's going to be crumb cake, And the last one's going to be Rich Raspberry. And like I said, Diane did many of different colors, and she used all the same color ink in this layout. I am just, okay, here, and then I had a green sponge that maybe I should have stopped the video. So I got, oh, here it is. Okay, so you're going to start with Old Olive, and like I said, it doesn't matter the color of the cardstock. I just go about 3/4 here, and it's no right and wrong because they're all going to look different. Now I'm going to go with crumb cake, and even if you go on top of this, it's okay. I try with dauber, and I like the fat sponge better, and the punch of the circle sponge, and I cut them in 4. Now I did my crumb cake here. You can add even some, depend the color. Sometimes I want to add more on the tip to have the tip darker. Now I'm going to use the Rich Raspberry, and this one I really want to squeeze the sponge. And now I'm just going to go at the tip here. And as it dry too, it's give a different look. Here we go. Oh, we got some noise in the other room there. I hope that won't interfere my video. Here we go. So then I would do that on all of them. So I won't do make you watch that because I pre-done some. So here's the big one. See how it looks? I'm going to show you how I twist that in a minute. So I'm going to do the big one, and I'm going to do this, not the smallest one, but the one of the second smallest one. And again, what I done with that, I just used the not Wild Wasabi, but Old Olive. It's Wild Wasabi cardstock, but it's Old Olive ink. Now I'm going to go with the brown. The brown, it's the crumb cake. Now I'm just going to very squeeze this here and just do the tip. So the smallest that it get, really, it's kind of more art to all. Make sure that you all your petal. If you don't all each little petal when you sponge them, you're going to rip them easy. So the trick is really to all the petal with your fingers. Now let me remove this. Et voila. See how pretty it is? Okay, so now you know how to sponge. The next step, I had a piece of foam. You can have foam when in what they come in. Sometimes you order stuff, or you can even buy that at a craft store. I try with my paper piercer foam, and I find it a little bit too stiff. So what you're going to do is place your flower here. You can, it's all optional, whatever you want. You can curl the petal, and again, if you curl the petal, make sure you hold your petal tight when you curl it, because if you don't hold it tight, you're going to rip it completely. I did the same thing with the little flower. There I almost do 2 little petals at the same time. These ones are very delicate here, so you have to be careful you don't pull as hard. Now, we used to have a tool like that, and to be honest, I try it and I'm not a fan of it. So this is the tool I'm using. I'm using a Sharpie. It seemed to work wonderful for me. Or you can use your paper poker. The stylus for me don't work good. So you can take the, not the pointy thing, the back of it, and go there and go, see, I go circle motion. See the flower just pop completely up. Can I see what? Yeah, you can see. I just circled this. See, let it do its stuff. Leave it like that. Now for the big one, see, this is kind of more tricky, but it still works. So that's when I like the fat of this here. So I just hold my petal a little bit, And then I'm going to squeeze right in the middle and see it roll your flower. And again, you just let it go flat the way it's going to go. That's how I done the flowers. Now how to glue them together. See, after they've been standing up for a while, they go down. Oh, this one didn't been curl, I think. I was planning to show you some, but I showed the one I just inked. Here we go. So now to glue them, you could use Tombow glue. You can use, I like the little glue dots. I think it go quick, and for me that worked. Now I'm going to alternate them. And again, this one here, I want to say it's wild wasabi. Yeah, pure pizzazz. This one, it's pure pizzazz. So this one don't go with it. It's the one I just did. You know what? It don't matter really. This one, it's, here we go. We're going to alternate it that way. So you just alternate your flower. So really, even if you mix some of the colors, you're okay. I think I'm missing 1, 2, 3. No, here we go. And then over here. So you just keep on adding your layers here. And then, so that would be the big flower. If you want to use smaller flower, let me show you in a minute. Okay, then what you can do is squeeze this here. See how lovely it comes? Here we go. And then just let it do its stuff again. It's going to come flat. See how pretty it is? Okay. Now, if you want to do just like a smaller flowers, like Diana did over here, a smaller one, then, oh, here's my other one I was missing. That's funny. You can use 3 or 4, depends what you want. And again, you would do the same thing, start with this and glue them all up. So I won't make you watch that, but you would just put less layer, not the big one in the back. You can do as many layers as you want or as little. The big one, it's one of each size of the flowers we got. Now let's do the cactus. So what I've done for the cactus, this is the 1 and, I want to say 1 3/8 wide, no, 1 5/8 wide by 2.5 long, the oval that I did. And I did 3 ovals, cut 3 oval in the garden green. And after I cut them with the framelits, I use the softly falling embossing folder. I'm going to have all the supplies on my list. You want to fold this in 2. And I think the cactus got those little round thing on it, so that's why I wanted to have it with the polka dot. Now we're going to take garden green ink, and you're going to go all around it. Just give extra depth to the cactus. That's where here it's important to have a toothpick. Well, important. I think it makes life easier. So what you're going to do, put all those 3 together and cut them at the bottom. Here, I got my scissors here. So I'm just going to cut about this. Okay. So now let's reverse this. So the back, it's the side that you didn't sponge. And really, Tombow work wonderful with this. So I will use Tombow. And the reason why I like Tombow, it's because Tombow gives you a chance to move it around if you're not just at the right place. If you use a fast fuse or snail, sometime after you put it down, it's like, that's it. You cannot move it. And with that, you have to mount them together. I like to use my Tombow. Now what I'm going to do, it's take, here we go, 2 pieces, put it together, take the other 2 pieces. Now we have to take our toothpick here, put the toothpick right there, and then slide the other one there. Okay, I got a little mess here. I went happy on my glue for some reason. I tend to be happy on my glue. I don't like to make stuff that come apart, so sometimes I go a little bit too happy on my glue. Just squeeze this good together here. And you can do like maybe 2 more, so add 5 side to your cactus, or 3 side. I wouldn't do 4 because I think you need 3 or 5. Here we go. Okay, so now I got the part of the cactus. Now for the flower, I did my flower the same thing that you saw me do with the other one. I used Daffodil Delight and I sponge it with crushed curry. So I'm going to start with the smallest one for this one, and I'm going to use glue dots and put that inside of this here. And then this one. So I curl it very, very good. I really press that and curl my petal a little bit. And then I'm making 4. So now you see how to do really a small flower. And one thing I did for the flower for the cactus though, I sponged the back a bit also. You know what? I think I can move the camera a bit here. So now this is done. I'm just going to bring this here and really squeeze it back. Really, I push it down on my, here we go. Because I think that's those little funky flowers on top of the cactus. So now we're ready. I'm using a ball, a dry foam ball. You can use, depends the size of your thing. I'm just going to put that here. That was fitting perfect here. And I got the paper here if you want to see what I use. It's a dry foam and it's 1.9 inch by 3.8. So it just happened that worked perfect. Now, I got some moss that I got at the dollar store because that's where I was. And it's very crummy or whatever, very little. So I would use some glue dots, not glue dots, but maybe a bit of glue to put on it to get it there. Some hot glue gun. Here we go. But I'm just going to show you how I would do this. Then I would take my cactus, put it at the top here. And really this can be pushed a little bit more lower. Here we go. After that, my cactus would be there. I would take a glue dot or 2 glue dots really on top, not on top, but in the back of my flower. Put that right here. Et voila. And now, how did I put mine on it? For me, this is what I done. Let me pull one of mine out. See, I put a chunk of hot glue in the back and then I put a toothpick. So then it was easy to put in. So I forgot my toothpick. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this thing now that you know how it's done. So I think it's better with, and then here we go. And I'm going to do a few small one in that and finish with the moss in it. I get different moss here I'm going to add too. So it's whatever that you prefer. So this is it for my cactus. One more tip though. I want to show you one more tip. This one seemed funny on one side here. Let me move that. If you want to have some drops of like water, here's the deal. Use the fine tip glue. Remember I showed you a couple of weeks ago or whatever, you could mix it with the Tombow, but this is not mixed with the Tombow. This is direct fine tip glue. What you're going to do, and you can curl your petal more after, you know, push it up. I'm going to make sure that I got an air bubble there. So let me bring a piece of trash here that I can, you want to make sure you don't have no bubbles. And do you know how you get bubbles in that? When you shake it. You don't want to shake your fine tip glue, because that's what make the hair bubble. I just add little drops here and there. And then I'm going to let that dry completely before I'm going to maneuver the flower again. Because if not, I'm going to have a mess. So now I would let this dry completely. It looked like we had the rain or not mildew, but the dew in the morning that got those little wet flowers. And here it is. Let me try with this light here. Maybe you're going to see better. Oh, I think you can see the little wet spot. So it looked like raindrop. So this is it, my friend. I'm going to have all the color combination on my blog and all the supplies that I list. So just visit my blog at FrenchieStamp.com. Below I'm going to have all the description, and above in the high, that's going to bring you right at my blog post. So thank you so much, and have a lovely day. Let me show you again the lovely one that Miss Diane did to me. It is beyond gorgeous. See that? And again, it's all in the one color sponge, different color cardstock. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day, my friend. Bye-bye for now.